Overwatch's latest map, Blizzard World, is an incredibly detailed love letter to the developer's history. We scoured the new destination in search of all the references we could find. Here are 43 fun Blizzard World Easter eggs you may have missed. The restaurant Snacks Ramus has a couple of cheeky references to World of Warcraft. For one, the name Snacks Ramus is a play on Nax Ramus, the Wrath of the Lich King raid that took place on a giant floating ziggurat. The same ziggurat is also parked in the skies above Snacks Ramus. Inside, a food item for sale called Death Wings is a clear reference to the World of Warcraft character of the same name. The Fargo Deep Mine is based on the World of Warcraft location of the same name. In WoW, the mine was infested with candle-hoarding creatures called kobolds. The Blizzard World ride pays homage to that by placing a whole lot of candles at the ride's entrance. The Hearthstone Tavern is a cafeteria modeled after the tavern every game of Hearthstone apparently takes place in. Each table is complete with actual boards from the game and tiny fireworks, just like the full game. Just like Disneyland, Blizzard World has various posters strewn about the park pointing guests towards various attractions. The first is Blackrock Mountain, a location in World of Warcraft. The Dark Moon Fair is a fairly regular player event that happens in World of Warcraft, where players play mini-games to earn tickets and other prizes. The park's Ferris wheel also has the symbol of the Dark Moon Fair. Murloc Island is a location in the background of the park. Murlocs, a popular creature from the Warcraft series, tend to hang out in water and small islands in the middle of ponds and lakes, so it's only fitting that they get their own island right in the middle of the park's lake. Tyrael's Fall is a reference to the Archangel Tyrael from Diablo, becoming immortal and falling to Sanctuary during the events of Diablo 3. Flight to Duskwood is another ride in Blizzard World and a location in World of Warcraft. The ride has griffin cars and pictures of the actual WoW location on the wall. The Hellscream is a roller coaster located in the background of the park, and a clear reference to Warcraft characters Grom and Garrosh Hellscream.
Times change.
Overlord Transport is a nod to the StarCraft unit of the same name. A few Overlords can also be seen in the skies above Blizzard World. The Journey to Ire, a VR experience, is a reference to the StarCraft planet and home of the Protoss. The Lost and Found area of Blizzard World is a callback to Blizzard's Super Nintendo platformer The Lost Vikings, whose characters have since been added to Heroes of the Storm. The Lost and Found also has a book behind the desk called The Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Stranglethorn Vale is an area in World of Warcraft, as well as a multiplayer map in Warcraft 3. The Pylon Terrace is a cafe made up of multiple StarCraft buildings and units. A Terran Academy sits near the water with minerals underneath it. Protoss probes are mining and flying around the area as well. On the rocks above is also a Terran siege tank. The second floor also has a hologram of the original StarCraft logo. Across the water are a couple of hidden references as well. The giant tower is the pinnacle of heaven, the location of the final boss fight in Diablo 3. The background is also home to Ogremore, the capital city of the Horde, and Ire, homeworld of the Protoss. There's also a giant orange balloon in the sky, which is a nod to the real-life Great Park Balloon, an iconic attraction in Orange County where Blizzard's offices are located. The Heroes Arcade has a few fun and pretty meta references to Blizzard games. The first is a basketball game called Asmodunk. This is not only a reference to the Diablo villain Asmodan, but a popular meme used in the Heroes of the Storm community to describe one of his main abilities. Blizzard eventually gave Asmodan a basketball skin as an acknowledgement of the joke. On the high scoreboard, you can clearly see Diva and Sombra's name among the top 5, though Sombra may not have been playing fair. The Reign of the Black King ride is modeled after the Church of Tristram from both Diablo 1 and 3. The ride is also named after the first act of Diablo 3, in which you visit the town and cathedral. In both the shopping cart to the side of the ride and in the maintenance area, there are stone coffins, a reference to the numerous stone coffins you had to open in the original Diablo. The inside of the ride is modeled after the crypts of Leoric's manor. One of the bookcases on the second floor also has a stack of town portal scrolls, items often coveted in the first 2 Diablo games. The endpoint of the map is Leoric's throne room, complete with his throne and a hole in the ceiling. The hole is a reference to Diablo 3, where Tyrael fell to the earth. The rest of the park has some other references sprinkled around that appear multiple times throughout. Here are a few of them. The various drink cups located around the park are modeled after the Marines from StarCraft. The picture of the orc and human in various restaurants in the park are a reference to the original box art from the Warcraft RTS game. Speaking of pictures, the StarCraft area has a lot of pictures of Artanis, the main character from StarCraft II: Legacy of the Void. Many of the signs around the park say "Play nice, play fair," one of the core company values of Blizzard. 2 of the most famous weapons from Warcraft lore, the Doomhammer and Ashbringer, can be found in various corners, stores, and restaurants. The entrance to the park is modeled after the entrance to Stormwind, the Alliance capital city in WoW. The action figures located in many of the shops are based on the Zergling, Marine, and SCV units from StarCraft. In a corridor off to the right side of the entrance is a wooden door with a plaque that reads 131. 131 just so happens to be Blizzard's office address in Southern California. Those were 43 of the references we found, but were there any we missed? Be sure to leave it in the comments, and for all things Overwatch, keep it right here on IGN.
I can't wait to get on some rides!